draw tool up here. Click the draw tool. You can choose whatever color you want. Now, the theme of today is to be structured and to be organized. I would rather you work slowly and do it right, show your work in an organized fashion, show your work in a structured fashion, than to work quickly and do the work incorrectly. So, remember, we are working with our order of operations, which is PEMDAS, parentheses, exponents, multiplication, division, addition, and subtraction. With multiplication and division, they're kind of, there's a way we break the tie between multiplication and division. How do we know which one to do first? Yes, Devin. Left to right. So I'm going to write L to R. Left to right. Yes, addition and subtraction. How do we break the tie between addition and subtraction? Yes, left to right again. So we have to evaluate multiplication and division based on what comes first, working left to right. Same thing for addition and subtraction. We have to evaluate addition and subtraction left to right. By the way, if you need to zoom in on OneNote at all, it's just like on your phone, if you have a smartphone. The way you zoom in on a picture. So if you need to zoom in at all, I'll do that right now. Something like that. See how that works? Okay. And you can scroll through with your finger as well. So let's work this first problem here. Off to the right, 18 plus 6 minus 8 divided by 2. Off to the right of this expression, I'm going to write the following. Eval. What is eval short for? Evaluate or evaluation. I'm going to evaluate, excuse me. Let's try this again. I'm going to evaluate left to right. Evaluate left to right. And when I evaluate left to right, I see I've got addition here, subtraction, and division. What's going to come first in PEMDAS there out of those operations? Eli. Yes, division. So everybody write divide after that. We're going to take care of the division first. So let's do that now. 18 plus 6, that does not get addressed. I'm just going to write 18 plus 6 minus 8 divided by 2. What do we get? 4. Okay, so we get 18 plus 6 minus 4. Up next, we're going to evaluate again. Left to right. Do you have to write this out? Yes, you do. Remember, I told you today's theme is structure and organization. So please make sure you're writing this out. I'd rather you work fewer problems and do them in this organized fashion than work more in a disorganized fashion. Evaluating left to right. We've got addition. We got subtraction. What are we going to take care of here? Addition. So I'm going to write add. ADD. What's 18 plus 6? 24. Then I just copy down the minus 4. I don't have to write what's coming last because there's only one operation left, and that is what? Subtraction. What do we get? 20. So there you go. That is your order of operations at work there. Let's do the exact same thing on the second one here. We'll work this one together as well before I cut you guys loose to work on your own. Am I going too fast for anybody? I can slow down if I need to. Yeah? Paper and pencil then. Yeah. Second problem, again, we're going to evaluate left to right. Evaluate left to right. And when I do that, I see I've got division, addition, division, and addition. What are we going to do? Divide. Remind me of your name again? Grayson. Divide. We are going to divide. Now, Grayson, there are 2 places to divide. We have 144 divided by 16, and we have 9 divided by 3. Which one will we do? Yeah, which one will we do first? All right, why did you choose 144 divided by 16? Yeah, when you're moving left to right, it comes first. So, I don't know what 144 divided by 16 is off the top of my head. Hang on one second. Let's talk about how we can think through this. I do know 16 times 10. What's 16 times 10? 160. How far short is 144 of 160? It's 16 less, isn't it? So 16 times 10 is 160. John Charles? 16 times 10 is 160. So 16 times 9 is 144. Very good. If you ever need to erase, by the way, I like this stroke eraser. The other erasers tend to be a little small. The stroke eraser takes care of everything pretty quick. So yeah, that 144 divided by 16, that does become 9. And then 9 plus 9 divided by 3 plus 12. Everything else just gets copied down. Again, we are going to evaluate left to right. Everybody on your own, think about that. Okay, Aman, what comes next here when we evaluate left to right? Yeah, so I'm going to write divide, and we are going to divide 9 divided by 3. Addition, division, addition. Aman, what's 9 divided by 3? All right. And then finally, evaluate left to right. And what do we take care of here? Chap, what do we take care of here? No. Yeah, the addition, add. 9 plus 3 is 12, and then 12 plus 12, we end up with 24. All right, very good. Let's move on to the next one. You guys take care of that one on your own. I'll give you just a minute, okay? I'll be circulating around the room. You have to write those words out to the side, guys? Yeah, you do. You do. We have a quiz on this tomorrow, and you're not writing the operations off to the side. I would take off. Yeah. We're going to drop the eval here in a moment. But for now.
So you would just say left to right and then do the first step.
Like on this one, I would just say parentheses.
Since it's the
Yeah.
first step. Since they held on parentheses.
Yeah. So look at the next one here. I see parentheses, and that's obviously what comes first in the order of operations. So I would write, let's go and drop the eval. Let's just write parentheses. And since there's only one operation happening inside the parentheses, I'm not going to write subtract, but you could. Parentheses. So we end up with 45 minus 2 multiplied by 15 minus 3 is what? 12. You guys can take it from there. You do need to write which one of the operations you're going to perform. Like out of PEMDAS, PEMDAS, which one of those 6 are you doing? So we just address the parentheses here. Okay. All right, Lucas, what comes next here? 45 minus 2 multiplied by 12. Multiply, right? So we've got 45 minus 2, so that's subtraction, multiplied by 12. Take care of that subtraction, I'm sorry, the multiplication first. That's 45 minus 2 multiplied by 12. What do we get? 24. And you can write subtraction if you want to. You don't have to. There's only one operation to take care of here. And what do we get? 45 minus 24? 21. Questions on that? All right, everybody move on to the next one. Try that one out. Remember to write out which operation from PEMDAS you are using off the side here. Looks like most folks have finished that next problem there. What do you think comes first? Parentheses. Okay, now, moving left to right, I'm going to take care of this parentheses first. 22 plus 3, we get 25. And I know some people did this together, and that's okay. You'll end up with the same solution. Divided by 9 minus 4. Then what? Again, parentheses. We end up with 25 divided by, what's 9 minus 4? 5. And we carry out the last operation, which is division. We end up with 5. Okay. On the next problem, what is this dot right here? You see this dot? Cooper. It's multiplication. Yeah. Black dot that represents multiplication. So keeping that in mind, go ahead and use the order of operations to simplify that expression. If you ever have any questions, please call me. I'll just sit there. Good question. You guys see this 5 outside the parentheses here? Do you know what mathematical operation is happening there? Chat. Multiplication. So keep that in mind. Even though there is no multiplication sign, multiplication is occurring there. I'll give you another minute with that problem. All right, so what operation are we going to work with first here? Parentheses. Again, please make sure you are structuring your work the way I'm structuring mine. 5, parentheses, what's 7 plus 4? 11 minus 8 multiplied by 4. Evaluating left to right. What comes next? Grayson. 5 multiplied by 11. All right, multiplication. Multiply. 5 multiplied by 11, what do we get? Ben. Minus 8 times 4. Then what do we take care of? Yes. All right, so I'm going to write multiply again. All right, and then we end up with 55 minus 8 times 4. That's 32. 55 minus 32. Go ahead. 23. How are we feeling about this? Pretty good so far, right? All right, now we're going to step it up a notch on the next two. These are called brackets right here and right here. Brackets work just like parentheses. So yes, they look different. Yes, they're called brackets, but in the order of operations, brackets serve the same purpose as parentheses. If you're not listening, please make sure you're listening right now, okay? This is something new we haven't talked about yet. Tommy. Okay, so we got brackets. We've got parentheses inside the brackets. When you're working with parentheses inside the brackets and you're working out the order of operations, we work from the inside out. I'm going to say that again. You work from the inside out. So I'm going to write down parentheses here. And from the inside out, what are we going to do first? We got 5 plus 14 minus 2 times 7. Yep, that's in the parentheses. Yep. So we're going to add bracket 5 plus 14, we get 19. 19 minus 2 times 7 bracket. All right, still inside the brackets, I'm going to write parentheses because they serve the same purpose as, or brackets serve the same purpose as parentheses. I'm going to write parentheses. What do we take care of next? Riley? Yeah, multiplication. So I'm going to write multiply. We're going to have 5, bracket, 19. The multiplication is here. 2 times 7, so minus 2 times 7 is 14. I'm running out of space here, but we're still inside the bracket. So I'm going to write parentheses. Y'all finish it out from here. $19 minus 14, what do we get? 5. So we're going to put 5 multiplied by 5, which gives us product of 25. How are we feeling about that? Pretty good. All right. The next problem. This one's a little different. Looking at this, what operations do you see? What? Some more time. Layton, what you got? I see division and I see addition. I see addition in the numerator. I see addition in the denominator. Now, if you know PEMDAS, you know that division comes before addition. However, it is implied, let me use black. It is implied that there are parentheses here, 72 plus 12 over, and it's also implied there are parentheses down here in the denominator, 35 plus 7. Yeah, the parentheses are not visible here, but some things in mathematics are just implied. Same thing with the English language. There are some things that are implied. This is one of those. 72 plus 12, we get 84. Oh, I didn't write out what I'm doing, did I? Let me back up. What am I doing? Yes. We're going to add. I'm going to write parentheses and add. No, I wouldn't. I wouldn't, because the parentheses are not, they are there, but they're not there sort of thing. No, not every time. This is just the learning process, right? This is like a foundational class today, foundational lesson. Yes, sir. On like a quiz or a test, I will say, using the order of operations, simplify this expression. Be sure to explain which operation you are using. So that is when you would use this, and I'll prime you for that. I'll let you know what I'm looking for. So I'm not going to try to trick you or anything like that. Okay. So parentheses and add, and we end up with 84 in the numerator. 35 plus 7 gives us 42 in the denominator. 84 divided by 42 is, Eli? 2. That is division there we just did. Okay. All right, that is where I'm going to stop the recording. Hopefully I can stop it. I think it was Windows Q. Nope. There we go.